Anyways, good morning. I don't know. I guess I want to talk. So, I don't know. I guess lately I've been having a hard time figuring out like if I'm like just a bitch or if like I have some solid reasons to be how I am. I don't know. People have been the feedback that I've been getting is basically like, that I'm like aggressive when I speak or smart or just like negative kind of. But I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm calm when I talk to people. I just feel like I don't know, like I won't back down. Like if I know I'm right, I won't back down. And I kind of feel like that's what the problem is. But of course, like nobody will ever tell me that. I don't know, like today, for the last example I have is, me asking someone a question, right? And instead of them answering my question, they answer what they want to answer. But in their mind, they're answering my question, but they're not answering my question. So then I rephrase my question in a different way. Maybe they didn't understand. Rephrase the question, they don't get that either. So I do this a couple times, and then we circle back, and I point it out, like, hey, or they'll say something that leads me to believe that they understand more than they're letting on. And I'll be like, hey, that's not how you said it before. That's not what was, now you're changing your story. Because remember, like, and then I'll bring up the situation, and they'll be like, oh, well, you just kind of, you ask too many questions, and you put things in blah, blah, blah. And then it's my fault all of a sudden. And then, I just feel like it's because I won't back down. Like I'm not cutting them off or anything, but then them start cutting me off, and I'm like, wait a minute, slow down, like, I gotta stop you right there to, like, wait, you got the wrong idea. So, like, if you have the wrong idea, I just feel like there's no point in continuing the conversation with this idea that you have right now, because it's kind of not right. Like, maybe you misunderstood, but that's not what I said, or, whatever the case may be. I don't know. I try not to be a bitch. I try to be really nice to everybody and understanding. But mind you, I only have this issue when talking to men in particular. And I just don't know what to do. Like, I'm single, and I'm like, I would like to find somebody. I would like to be in a relationship. I would love that. But I just feel like lately I've been very, very misunderstood. And I feel like once I get to the point where I feel like I have to explain myself, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I feel like I've grown up misunderstood this whole time. So, like, once we get to that point, like, it's we obviously aren't on the same page. It's okay. No hard feelings or anything. And then it's like a lot of times, especially men, will take, they'll assess the situation, like as with everybody does. We all assess situations, and we all come up with our own conclusion as to what the situation is, what we should do about it, etc., etc. But sometimes they'll take it and run with it, and it's like it's not like I don't. I find myself confused as to how people are coming to conclusions that they're coming to, and it's happening often enough to where I have to be missing something. Like, I have to be missing something. Obviously I don't see myself. So I'm just really confused as to what I could be missing. Like, is it my body language? Is it, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Then sometimes I feel like it's just like, people are trying to rush and hurry up and be right, and so much so that they're overlooking the fact that you didn't hear the question I asked you in order to answer the question. Like, you have to stop and slow down and listen to the question. Like, you're so in a hurry to be right or correct at this moment that you couldn't possibly be correct because you haven't even heard the question. You didn't even read the question. Like, they teach you that early on in school. Like, you have to read the entire question in order to comprehend what's being asked of you. Or I feel like people will hear me ask these questions and then try to assess why I'm asking the question, and then they'll answer the question based off the reason why they think I'm asking it. And that's usually never my reason, because we don't think the same. I don't think the same as you, so my motives for asking something are not going to be the same as yours. So while you're trying to answer the question and just give me, what you perceive as enough information, depending on what I'm asking the question for, you're not answering the question. Just answer the fucking question. Like, I feel like this can't be that fucking hard. Like, I feel like I'm going insane. Literally, I'm going insane. Is it me? Is it me? Because, I'm really trying to figure out if it's me. I really just need to know if it's me. But then when I ask these questions, I get the reasons I get back is like, oh, you just, you're asking too many questions, or you're, but if you listen to me, my question stays the same. I do this. I've been the same since I was 3. My questions stay the same. If you don't answer the question, I'm going to rephrase the question. But the question has always remained the same the entire conversation. So it's not like I'm asking you a bunch of things. I'm asking you one freaking thing. But it just goes to show people who say that, because now that I think about it, it goes to show how much they're not fucking listening to the fucking question. Because if you're listening to the question, right, then you would know that it's the same question, just reworded. I mean, the wording can't be that much. Even no matter how different the wording is, it's still the same question. So your answer should still come out the same. So by you saying that I'm stacking stuff on top of each other, obviously you're not listening. And if you're not listening, then it's not my fault that you're not getting anything right. I don't know. And I don't want to give up on people. I hate giving up on people. So I find myself trying to reason with them and trying to come on, let's get some understanding here. What's wrong? What's the issue here? And I'm calm and I'm cool, and I'm not going to get mad about stuff like that. If you don't understand me, I'm not going to get pissed at you. You don't understand me. That's okay. I still love you. And I hope that you will one day, so I'm going to try to help you understand me. What's the point of getting upset? And then my biggest fear is talking to somebody who's hell-bent on misunderstanding me. They refuse to understand. They just want to misunderstand me. And so, is that something, maybe that could be my issue? Maybe that's one of my hang-ups? I don't know. All I want to do is get better. And I want to grow. And I want people to be able to tell me, where I'm not growing, or where I'm a little bit stagnant, where I'm having an issue. I wish it was that easy. Sometimes it is that easy. And even when it is that easy, people don't do it. You can tell me. I won't get mad. And I know, the rest of the world has conditioned you to get mad at somebody for critiquing you. But, I will not. Because those critiques are lifelines for me. You get really pissed off at me, right? And you say, I don't like you because you always do this, and you're always this way. And it's something I've never heard before. I'm going to take a step back and be wow. I never knew I was like that. And then I'm going to try to remember all the times where I was like that. And how I missed the fact that I was like that. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to try to correct it. I have no problem with that. I wish we all could do that with each other. Hey, let's respectfully tell each other, hey, you're kind of messing up here. Or, I don't understand you when you talk like this. Or I don't understand why you do this. And it creates a boundary between us. And I don't know how to get over it. We should just all start approaching each other that way. And then problem solved. Because right now, the way we do things, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to solve the problem. We are aware of a problem, and we'd rather sit around and complain about each other, complain about, oh, that girl, yeah, I was friends with her at one point, but we had our issues. But did you forget to mention that you never you never told her why you didn't want to talk to her anymore. You never mentioned it to her. She doesn't know. That's not fair. It doesn't seem like you want to solve the problem. And if you don't want to solve the problem, then you don't want to have a positive relationships. And if you don't want to have positive relationships, you don't have to pretend like you do. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's so fake. Like, why would you pretend to want to be my friend, and then when a little bit of work comes up or a little bit of effort is required on your part, you decide that it's too much for you? How is it too much for you? It's communication. I can't fix what I don't know. You know what I mean? And I can only understand things to the capacity that I can understand things. But if someone is actively trying to understand and ask questions, and why are you upset? This world is so messed up. Like, if you actually do those things, people will start to think that you're belittling them, or you're coming across this way, you're coming across that way. I'm literally asking what I mean. Like, why is there in between the lines assumed here? And why is it so negative? Like, the first thing you assume is something negative. It's just a sad, sad world we live in at this point. I just feel like, that's why people are so, like, closed off with each other. People cannot open up. People cannot trust each other. Because how can I trust you? I'm fucking up, or I'm doing something you don't like, and you go tell everybody else but me. And I just had a situation, right, just recently, and I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. But apparently, like, I have a little group of people that I deal with, and apparently there have been these outrageous rumors about me that have been started months ago. I had no idea about, but they're so outrageous. Like, I am so taken aback. I'm so, like, surprised and shocked, and, like, I have so many feelings about that. Like, and there are things that I would never do. Things that I would never say. Like, obviously, the person who made these up don't know me very well. But the person they told them to, doesn't know me very well either. But the fact that nobody brought this to me, and I get it, some people are very confrontational, or some people are not confrontational, and they don't want to risk having a fight with somebody, or upsetting, I don't know. But it's even more upsetting that I didn't know until months later. I would immediately address that. That's not nice. It wasn't fair for anyone involved. The person who started the rumors, like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Really, they should. We're too old. We're too grown. And literally, like, neither one of me or that other girl, we didn't deserve that. Like, she didn't deserve to feel like somebody in her midst, like, she didn't deserve to feel like she couldn't trust anybody in her friend group. And I didn't deserve to be hanging around with people not knowing how they really feel about me. People who, obviously, you have to pretend, like, whether you think I did it or not, like, you have to pretend, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to pretend you like me more than you like me. Because, I mean, if I heard something like that, I wouldn't know if I liked the person or not either. I would be like, I don't know if I like this person anymore, because what if that's true? That's fair. But then to hang around the person and pretend like you're not assessing them, like, oh my God. It's just so dangerous. It's so dangerous. It's so stupid. It's like, and mind you, these were adults. I'm not in high school. I'm an adult. I'm grown. I didn't even know that adults still thought like that or did anything like that. But anyways, obviously these things cause so much drama and so many problems amongst people. Like, you just can't. I can't comprehend how, like, someone who wants to have positive relationships with other people would forego certain steps, like will forego trying to understand and be on the same page with someone. It's not always going to come easy. Rarely does it come easy. And if it comes easy, I think that other person might be lying to you, or you're lying to the other person. If it comes too easy, somebody's lying. Somebody is not who they say they are. And I stand on that. I swear I do. But my dilemma here is, should I just start backing down? Should I just start, like, letting people get away with stuff? Like, letting people get away with stuff like that? Like, because I feel like, I can't help feeling like, you know, when we get into these issues, they're trying to avoid my question. Or they're trying to avoid, they're trying to avoid directly answering my question. Directly communicating with me what I'm asking them to communicate with me. Or, you know, directly, I don't know, maybe they were wrong and they're trying to avoid communicating that they were wrong. And I'm like, no, like, that's not what you said. You said this. That's not correct. Like, I was there. Like, should I back down if somebody's doing that? I just really don't like people playing in my face. Or like if I ask you something and I say, for example, I asked somebody, you know, to do something for me. They said, yeah. Then they say no because I might get in trouble this way. So I say, okay, well, I know a solution to that problem. We can do it this way. And they say, I don't know. I already kind of said no. And I'm like, wait, but you gave me the reason you said no, and the reason was this. So now that we solved that problem, why is the answer still no if you said yes before? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, just tell me that you don't want to do it. Why did you have to go through this whole thing of making an excuse? Say, hey, I would not like to do that anymore. I don't think that's a good idea for me. It's not for me. Fine. But now I'm like really invested and really like annoyed because you just told me a lie. Because if that was the issue, then the issue was solved and we can go back on to the agreement we agreed upon. But now you keep making up these problems that don't really exist, all because you don't want to do it. And that's fine. You're grown. You cannot do what you don't want to do. Like, I just don't get it. It's just also childish. Just be honest. Just be honest. You know? That way, like, everybody can stop, like, feeling like people are too blunt or people are too, I don't know, you know, whatever. Just because they don't want to hear the truth. People got away too easy now, I feel like. Crazy. But I love you guys anyway. I love everyone anyway. I love you. And like, it breaks my heart that I love you. I love everyone so much. Nobody knows. Nobody probably will ever understand how much I love them. Like, people, humanity in general. I love you so much. So much. I just get so, like, passionate and disappointed and overwhelmed by, like, all the things that you do sometimes. Like, I don't get it. But I love it because also it helps me tremendously to be a good person, to be the person I want to be anyway. You know, whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But thank you. Thank you for being you and helping me with that. And I hope throughout this time of, you know, me talking these things through, I think I'm going to call this, I don't know, some kind of diary. But I hope, like, some of these talks help you guys, because this is my version of understanding myself, I guess. Sometimes I have to hear myself saying things to understand it, or I have to pretend like I'm talking to somebody else so that I can, because that's, honestly, when I talk to somebody else and I'm explaining something to somebody else, that's when I say things in a way where I can understand them better. So in my mind, it's all jumbled up. It's like a tangled little web. But if I get it out and I hear myself, then it untangles somehow, and it's just better for me. So a lot of times you'll hear me saying you, like, I'll be talking in general, and I always talk like in that person because it just helps me out, you know. And sometimes I'll oscillate between that person and, like, you know, first person, and that, like, I'll do it on accident, but, like, really, like, I'm just trying to, you know, yeah. So don't mind that part. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know how it sounds. I know that it's kind of weird sometimes because you don't know if I'm talking about you or to myself. Really, a lot of times I'm probably talking to myself. unless we're specific. Like, I feel like it's kind of obvious if you're listening. Yeah. But I love you guys so much. But, oh, that song, I remember what it said now. But they said it's in the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. Well, that was a nice chat. Talk to you later.